My husband took me to a special massage, and the master brought me to orgasm. Today, I must tell you about the super exciting, unforgettable SPA trip I had in Bali. The experience was so memorable that it felt like a dream when I think about it now. That day, my husband and I, full of curiosity, plunged into a mysterious SPI in Bali. The waiter divided us into two rooms. I followed the waiter into a room. Wow, I was stunned when I opened the door. The side of the room facing the sea was actually a whole glass wall, and the beautiful sea view outside was like a painting, directly hitting the eyes. The waiter also specifically told us that the glass wall could not be seen from the outside, and it was very safe, so we were completely relieved. As soon as I sat down, the waiter kindly brought a cup of Bali's special flower tea, saying that it could calm the nerves. I was drinking it happily when a master walked in. Hey, guess what? He was wearing a pair of thin white shorts, and you could vaguely see that he was not wearing anything underneath. This guy was only in his 20s with a slightly dark skin but a hot body, and he looked carefully selected. He asked me with a slightly magnetic voice, "Can I help you?" I was quite satisfied, and my SB, a fantasy journey, began like this. What happened next surprised me. He actually said he would help me take off my clothes. When we do SBA in China, we do it ourselves. This is so new. He asked me to sit on the sofa, took a super large bath towel, and covered my thighs. I was wearing a skirt that day. He took off my shoes first, changed me into a pair of soft slippers, then washed his hands, dried them, and put his hands into the bath towel and started to take off my skirt. Oh my God! It was the first time that a strange man took off my skirt, and my face turned red in an instant. It was so embarrassing. Then something even more embarrassing happened. He started to take off my underwear. His movements were so slow, like a slow motion camera. After rolling it up, he put it in a bag. I was completely confused by this series of operations, but I was a little excited about what would happen next. After taking off my clothes, he wrapped me up with a bath towel and asked me to go to the massage bed and lie on my stomach. Hey, you know what? He thought about every detail very carefully, and he really cared about his customers. After lying on my stomach, he took off the bath towel and said he would wash my body first. Then he turned on the hot water and slowly poured it on me. While pouring it, he slowly rubbed it with his hands. At the beginning, my heart was still tense. But after a while, I was soothed and relaxed by his gentle movement. After my whole body was wet, he asked me whether he would wash my private parts for me or I would do it myself. I was so lazy at the time because of this comfort that I thought, who cares? Just leave it to him. So he started to use hot water to wash my private parts, and he was so careful that he washed all the wrinkles there. It was the first time that someone washed this part for me. How can I describe the feeling? It was strange and comfortable. I was completely immersed in this wonderful enjoyment. After washing, he began to apply shower gel to me from top to bottom, not sparing every inch of my skin. The slippery feeling was so comfortable. While applying it to the private parts, he changed to a shower gel, saying that it was specially for ladies to wash there. It has unique medicinal effects which can not only maintain health, but also wash the love path, and it is not irritating at all. He rubbed it carefully there. I was not so serious when I washed it myself. He also took a super soft brush and gently brushed the wrinkles of the private parts. He even turned up the foreskin of the bean and brushed it a few times, but it didn't take long after all. It was too sensitive. Then he asked me if I wanted to wash the love path. I thought since this shower gel is specially for washing here, then I would wash. He changed to a round-headed brush, which was a bit like a brush, but much softer than a brush, and slowly put it into my love path. This feeling was different from having sex, not so stimulating, but very comfortable. His washing technique was also very unique, like a spiral, slowly moving in and out. Finally, I applied the shower gel and started to rinse. When rinsing my love path, he took a disposable plastic tube, connected it to hot water, and slowly put it into my love path. The head of this plastic tube was like a concave ball, and water flowed out from the bottom. The master's movements were very light, and I basically couldn't feel anything moving inside, but the inside was washed clean. After washing my whole body, he wiped me dry with a towel. Then he asked me if I wanted to modify my private parts, and said that modifying it would be more sexy. After that, my private parts would be as beautiful as a girl. I was so shocked at the time, thinking that this foreign service was too weird, but I also thought it seemed interesting, so I gave it a try. Oh, I'm a little embarrassed to say that my lower body was wet during the massage, but it was so comfortable that I couldn't control myself. After the massage, I washed it with shower gel first, and then he took a mirror to show me. I looked at it and believed my eyes. My private parts became super beautiful, just like I really went back to when I was 15 or 16 years old, and my whole little sister was light pink. The hair in front was also trimmed neatly, and it was a very beautiful triangle. I thought to myself, if my husband saw it, I guess his eyes would be straight. It's too beautiful. He helped me dry my body and gave me a new pair of underwear. After putting on my clothes, I was still thinking about the wonderful experience just now. This SVA experience in Bali is really amazing. My dears, if you are brave enough, you must experience this kind of queen-like enjoyment. Well, today's video is here. Welcome to Leave a Message to Discuss. We will talk next time. Bye.